Hi everyone, welcome back to Generation Z. We're starting our new season. I hope you missed us because we really missed our broadcasting sessions. So today, as our first episode, we want to talk about our summer. And I know that right now it's actually the end of October, but anyway, our studies started not so much time ago, so that's why we decided to talk about our summer. What I want to ask you guys, first of all, is to introduce yourselves.
Hi everyone, it's me, it's Diana.
It's Karina.
Yeah, the same the same band as last year. And also I want to ask you, did you enjoy your summer this summer?
Oh yes, absolutely. I traveled a lot. I've traveled through Poland and I was in Paris and somewhere else, traveled through Ukraine. That was actually the best summer of my life and I turned 18 this summer, so it was
Ooh.
yeah, magical. What about you guys?
Well, my summer was also really, really good because I also traveled through Ukraine. I traveled a little bit through Europe because we went to Odessa Film Festival with our friends. Also, we went to Stockholm to celebrate my birthday, but 19th birthday, not 18th, unfortunately.
Old
Uh,
Yaroslav.
Yeah, and also with my family, we went to Tenerife, Spain, to just relax for 10 days. So it was really, really cool. I really enjoyed this summer, and I think that. It's so I every summer I am so thankful to everyone that I have possibility to travel a lot because I think it's just the best experience.
What was your favorite place to visit among these?
Well, I think
Tenerife's, of course.
yeah, of course, Tenerife it was really good, but also I really liked Stockholm. It was my third time there. It's one of my favorite cities in Europe, and I like it because of the people. Because Swedish people are simply the best. They're super stylish, super beautiful. They're super smart and progressive. So that's why I love every time to come back there.
How's
Uh,
the weather up there in summer?
Well, in summer it's really comfortable because it's like 25 degrees, but of course if you go there in winter, it's really cold in winter. So if you want to go to Stockholm, to Sweden, or just to Norway, in these north countries, I recommend you to go there in summer. But of course in Tenerife, it's hot anyway every time in the summer, so I also really recommend that. Actually I really liked it because it was my first experience to swim in the ocean, in Atlantic Ocean. It was unbelievable feelings. So what about you, Diane? Did you enjoy your trip to Paris?
Oh yes, absolutely. It was like I didn't want to look at the Eiffel Tower before I turned 18, and I was like walking around Louvre and with my friend, and she was like, "Oh, don't look there," because I've always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower on the 1st of August, which is my birthday. So I just closed my eyes every single time we passed by somewhere, and it was hilarious. She was always laughing at me. And I really liked Louvre, and we didn't make it to Versailles, unfortunately, but I like Louvre. Disneyland, my God, Disneyland. I cracked my voice there, and I couldn't talk for for the next 2 days, because that was insane. That experience. I hope I will have something a little bit familiar in my life, especially the feelings I had when these fireworks at 11 p.m. started, and it's like the wallpaper just came true, and I was like, wow, it's really happening. They really made it, because the whole decoration thing is enormous. What about you, Corinne? What's
Actually,
new in Spain?
I'm sorry. I spent my summer in Spain, traveling through Spain. It was really, really nice. I had done absolutely nothing. It was the laziest summer ever, and I liked it so much. And I'm about to celebrate my 19th birthday in Sweden too, as well as Yaroslav.
Oh, cool.
But in November, I think it will be like really, really cold.
Have you ever been to Stockholm?
What?
Have you ever been to
No,
Stockholm?
I haven't. It was so randomly. Me and my roommate, we booked the tickets like 2 a.m. 2 a.m. like at night,
Hmm?
and it was like so random. But I'm so excited. I feel like I will love it. And about the Paris, have you been like to nightclubs in Paris? Like the nightlife in France in general, it's wild. Like in France and in Germany, in Berlin, it's really, really nice.
No, not exactly. We've been there for 4 full days, I guess 5 nights, something like that. I would say that my friend and I were not like big fans of nightclubs, so we were exhausted because we were at our hotel room every single day at like 2 p.m. and we had to wake up at 5 a.m. So it was like 3 hours of sleep. and we didn't sleep because we had to post photos and
We had to post
yes,
photos.
you have to post photos because I had like 500,000 photos from Paris from one day. I was like, I gotta post these photos because I gotta delete them after, because if I don't delete them, there will be no space in my phone. So it will be like it was really exhausting, but in a way, in very, very, very pleasant way, exhausting, because I remember every single detail about Paris. I remember the aesthetics of the town. I remember the suburbs when we went out to
Yes, the
Disneyland.
suburbs is.
And
Have you
that's
visited?
insane.
Have you visited the Castle of Justice, the Palace of Justice, with the giant stained glass?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And we also visited Cathédrale Sacré-Cœur.
Yeah. Oh, you speak French also. Yeah.
Yes. Oh
Oui.
God, I mix up languages all the time. So yeah, it really helped because I heard rumors because my brother was in Paris lately, and a lot of people who were in Paris, they told me that people there do not really like speaking English.
Yes.
All this stuff
They're
with
so stubborn, like Parisians especially. Not all French people, but Parisians. So they don't want to speak English like at all.
true.
Yes.
And it turned out true because we were late for Disneyland. Imagine we were late for the Disneyland bus, and I
Mhm.
realized that if we don't make it, we just don't make it. And I'm gonna die if I'm not gonna do this, if I'm not gonna make it to Disneyland. So I remember I ran into the taxi driver and I started speaking very fast in French. I'm like 100% sure that it was, well, not fluent in French, but he was like, Disneyland, okay. And I know that if I asked him in English, he would be like, I don't
No.
understand you. Like, what's Disneyland? I don't know this.
Oui.
Absolutely no one. And also about nightclubs, I think that one of the reasons why we didn't make it is because we lived not in the city center, but a little bit on the east, I guess, of Paris, and the district had a very pretty high criminal rate. So we were a little bit afraid. So we always
Mhm.
were like Uber there, Uber here. And also
Yes.
about Spain, I wanted to ask you, did you try Spanish cuisine? Because I know that it's fantastic, almost like Italian.
No, I tried, but I can't say that it is like fantastic. They have mainly paella, which is
Mhm.
basically a rice dish with addings like meat or seafood. I'm not really a fan of Iberian cuisine like in general, but it was fine. I liked the drinks much better. So
Cocktails, Spanish
Yes,
cocktails. Were you
yes.
with your parents?
yes.
Okay. And is it true that in Spain they don't have? Were you in the hotel?
No, we rented an apartment.
Okay, but is it true that Spanish hotels they don't have their private beaches and
Bitches.
yeah, and everything is public?
Yes, they don't have. It's a law actually. It's a domestic law in Spain. They, like in every other country, they don't. They can't. You can't buy a territory which is near the coast, which is near the water. So it's like it's a property of a state. So yeah.
Are there many tourists?
Yes, it's a lot of tourists, but we were like the city called Alicante, which is far away from every tourist attraction, far away from Barcelona and etc. And it was like no people at all. It was so boring. Like the second week was like so boring. But fortunately, I have my old friend. She lives. She studies in Spain, and it was like much fun later.
Have you been to Madrid or Barcelona?
Yes, I was.
And how is it?
It's so crowded, so many people, but the architecture is like really nice.
Okay, have you been to Rome?
No, I've never been to Italy actually.
Okay, so what would you choose, Paris or Barcelona or Madrid?
Oh, always France. I like France. I like Paris like so much.
And
Always.
you speak Spanish?
I speak Spanish a little bit because I was about to apply to Alicante University, but I dropped.
Oh, cool. So
Yes.
you spoke Spanish there.
I spoke a little bit Spanish, but now as I'm studying French in here, it's like totally erased like my Spanish. Yes.
So people there, like, they understood English more than in France.
They don't understand like English at all, but Spanish people are more like loyal. They're like they want to help you, so they will like use a Google Translator or something. Like if you ask for help, you will get help for sure.
Cool.
Yes.
And like for the last question for the end, what
Mhm.
was your favorite memory from this summer?
Favorite memory? Oh, it's so many of them. Probably we were in Spain while the national holiday, and it was like a giant firework, and it
Mhm.
lasted like 20 minutes, like or 25 minutes. It was so bright and so beautiful. I feel
In this
like,
small
yeah.
city?
In this small city. It was a holiday called Saint Carmen.
I
Like
have no idea what it means, but okay.
I have no idea too, but it was like a giant holiday. Like the whole city just blew up, and it was fun. And what is
Cool.
yours favorite?
Oh my god. I think, okay, I'm hesitating between turning 18 under the Eiffel Tower with croissants, red wine, and the Eiffel Tower is sparkling because it was like huge. And the next day we went to Disneyland, which is like the whole day
Mhm.
was huge. So I'm hesitating between this. So I guess the 1st and the 2nd of August. But then internship as well. I don't know. It's impossible for me this summer.
Yes.
So, guys, thank you so much for listening to our first podcast this academic year. And kisses and stay tuned for new topics.